am fear. I am fear. I am fear. I am your worst nightmare. 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 Nightmare.
Very frightened. I don't like the Ferris wheel. Can you see it? We're going up. I'm not cool with this. I'm not cool with this. This is not safe. Okay. Am I being positive? No. When I was on that Ferris wheel, I was thinking to myself, what is the emotion that is driving this negativity? Why is it that I can't be positive on a ride that's supposed to be fun? A fun ride with my husband at a carnival where everyone's laughing and everyone's smiling, everyone's happy and joyous. Why is it that I'm being negative on this ride? Simple. Did you figure it out? Fear, right? Because I'm afraid. Because I'm scared of what's going to happen. I have no control over this ride. I'm not operating this ride. I'm not sure when the ride is going to stop. I don't know if the wind is going to blow strong enough and we're going to fall out of this ride. There's no security belt. There's nothing holding me in. But guess what? How often does that happen in your life? Where you're afraid, where you're worried, where you're fearful of things that you have absolutely no control over. That definitely causes negativity. Absolutely. It does. And, today I really want to focus on us taking a deeper look at fear. Because fear is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes fear can get you out of certain situations and circumstances and cause you to react with that fight or flight response that could save your life. But other times fear is irrational. Other times there's fear that develops because we want to be in control of something and we're not. Okay? So I want you to think right now, real hard. Can you think of any situations right now where you have been afraid? Okay, now that you got that thought in your mind, I want you to think, was your fear a rational fear? If it was something that's rational, okay, let's just say it is. For example, let's say a building's on fire and you're fearful for your life, right? That's a rational fear. But let's say you have to get up in front of everyone and speak, and you're deathly afraid. Is that a rational fear? Is there anything that's going to happen to you? Is there any harm coming to you at this point because you have to do this uncomfortable thing? No. Okay, so a lot of our fears are irrational. And I want to focus on not the ones that make sense, but the ones that don't make sense. I want to focus on the things that you shouldn't be afraid of. And I want you to write down today a list of all the things that cause you to be fearful. Because when those things pop up, guess what? That's when you're going to start being negative. And we need to figure out how we can turn that into being positive. But we can't do that unless we identify those things that are causing us to be negative. So fear is the first thing that we're going to seriously take a deeper look into. I want to leave you with this verse. I want you to do your homework, but I want to leave you with this verse. I have to look at it because I don't want to misread what the Bible says. It says for 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. It says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." I want you to marinate on that. I want you to think about that. I want you to absorb that. And I want you to write your list. Let me give you a specific number. Maybe 5 situations where you have been afraid. And think about what happened. How did you behave? How did you respond to it? What were some of the negative things you were doing or saying? You know, those self-defeating things that you're saying to try to talk yourself out of it, or irrational things that you're thinking. I want you to write those down as well. And then I want you to meet me back here tomorrow.
I am fear, I am fear, I am fear, I am your worst nightmare.